You're about to hear the story of me starting a business online via YouTube about 3 years ago. And all the highs and the lows, some new business ventures, maybe some inspiration for someone like yourself, and also looking ahead to what's on the horizon. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss this. I'm Rich Smith, and one of the money lessons they never teach you in school is how to pivot in life. A lot of us are kind of stuck and not exactly sure like what we want to do in the next couple of days, weeks, months, or especially years. So today I am going to share with you my journey over the past 3 years. I started this YouTube channel March of 2020, and the stats skyrocketed. We've made some money along the way, learned a couple of lessons, and I could use one favor from you before I get into the story. Please drop a like for this video. Let's start off by talking about things like stats and money and lifestyle. The numbers, the views, the subscribers, the likes, all of those things can really drive people to continue to go. But also a lot of you out there are probably thinking like, I get depressed. I don't get the views. What's worth it to try? And one thing I would kind of motivate you to keep in mind is it's great to get the downloads and the numbers, but that is not everything. If you have a little bit of a side business, even a small one, where you get to get outside and take beautiful pictures of things, or maybe you're working in your garage, making artwork, or someone like me sitting in a studio talking to a camera, but loving the stories that you share, I just want you to keep in mind that eventually you can perhaps turn that into a business and start making some money. You see, over the past few years, I've gotten millions of views here on YouTube, and it has paid me, just YouTube, tens of thousands of dollars. But growing as a business, as a person, enhancing my lifestyle because a little extra money is coming around, I began to realize that there were other ways of making revenue, of money, by doing something that I love. Now, I can't promise that you're going to be able to leave your job, leave your career, and provide for you and your family based on a passion project or quote-unquote a side hustle. But I do want to say that after 3 years, I realized that there are countless stories out there of where this is indeed possible. Which brings me to a few shout-outs. I wanted to start with my good friend, fellow YouTuber, cancer survivor right now, Adam Krutinger. You see, Adam got me started because he has his own YouTube channel. At the time of this recording, he has just under 200,000 subscribers, has made tens of thousands of dollars just from YouTube. That doesn't include selling some of his patterns, some of his custom-made puppets. In fact, he actually holds a camp puppet geared towards children who love to become artists or like that kind of activity, and he holds that every single summer. Adam should serve as an inspiration to anybody out there with that creative kind of mindset to give it a shot and stick with it year after year, because the community that he's built, essentially the online supporters that he has, is something that I know provides so much satisfaction and actually monetary gains for him and his family. Another example of a success story, some motivation to keep things going for you, is my website designer and good friend, Katie Boykin. She has helped me build multiple websites. The one I always refer to here is teachingmillionaires.com, but she has helped me develop websites for other businesses that I'll mention maybe a little bit later. My wife's website as well, where she does cosmetic injectables, fillers, even a website about cake baking and cupcakes. She can literally do it all, and I am so proud of her because this is her full-time job. She jumped, she took that risk, and so can you. Oh, and one last example that is near and dear to my heart is my virtual assistant, Rachel Roach. She is a fellow teacher who decided to, during probably one of the most difficult times in her life, she has a newborn at home, a newborn on the way, take a step back from the classroom and start her own entrepreneurial journey. She has been instrumental in helping me become successful. She is now doing her own entrepreneurial business full time. She's left the classroom, so bravo to Rachel. And I wanted just to share a few examples of people in my life who I have seen become successful by simply getting out there, trying, of course, failing, picking themselves back up, and keep on going. Which brings me to not so easy part of this video to talk about, but I'll lead with the word grace. And I want to tell you to give yourself, and if you can, somebody else that grace. There have been some really low times for me the past few years. In fact, just a couple months ago, I had a terrible incident happen right around the time of my birthday, my 10-year wedding anniversary. And I was distraught and still am. I mentioned my friend Adam, who's currently going through cancer treatment. Friends and family, close friends of mine, family of mine going through divorce, death of a loved one. During those rough times, it can be easy for you just to want to quit. And I am not the rah-rah cheerleader type. But I can tell you, I have seen it, especially within my close circle of people. Experiencing those things is a part of life. Feel free to lean on others and ask for that gift of time while you get better, while you heal. And then those same people will be there for you when you're ready to get going again and to keep on moving. All right, so this is normally the part of the video where I would do some big picture key takeaways. So let's bring it back around full circle. I'll fill you in on some things that are on the burner for me and what you might be looking forward to with this YouTube channel. In addition to sticking to one of my 100 goals, which is to buy a building like a rental property or commercial building about every 7 years. In fact, I made a video about that recently. We did keep this old house, this YouTube studio I'm now recording in, and actually purchased a new house where we live. So feel free to check out that video. But I also have begun to make investments into other businesses, begin to help other people who are asking for help, who sure could use some of my expertise. And one of the ones I'm excited to announce is the Pitch.Inc. media company. If you're not familiar with them, they are a YouTube channel, and I'm going to leave a link down below in the description right now. Please go and subscribe. But for years, they have also been a successful, think of it like anti-Shark Tank, real life pitching style podcast, audio only. And now you can go and watch those pitches and to see if the founders get investments right here on YouTube. It has been a pleasure working with Josh and Lisa, and I'm looking forward to where we're headed in the future. I also have been working for months on a book about, you guessed it, teaching millionaires. The money lessons you never learned in school but should have. Some of it, strangely, goes to, mindset and kind of accepting that you don't know what you don't know, and then how to move forward and get everything in order. But being an English major, it sure has taken me a while to complete and hand in that essay. So be on the lookout for that. Of course, I'll announce it on my social media. I'll announce it here too as well. And the last thing I'll say is kind of like a personal goal that I'm sharing with you is just looking to get a more healthy, routine lifestyle going. Since 2020, spring of 2020, when I started this channel, my family has grown. We have kids, 2 of them. They can keep us up at night, get us up early in the morning. I'm just looking to feel healthier, get better sleep. You can probably tell, I don't know if we can flash it on the screen right now. I've put on probably 10 pounds, and I like to think it's muscle, but let's be honest, it sure would feel good as you're getting older to have a little like pep in your step, feel a little like you lost a few pounds. And so that's on the horizon for me as well. Obviously, I've never shared anything like that with you, but it'll help keep me accountable. So if you like that sort of thing, leave me a comment down below. All right, if somehow you're watching this video and you are completely new to the channel, well, thank you for tuning in and watching to the end. I sure would appreciate it if you would drop me a like and leave me a comment down below letting me know this is the first time you've watched. To all the viewers who are repeat, who you tune in like each and every single week, thank you so much. I mean, honestly, you keep me going. You know, if I was just getting 2 or 3 or 10 views, you know, it'd be easy to stop. But, you know, making the video for you is what keeps me going. So thanks a lot. Of course, if you haven't already, or you're still noticing that I'm doing this same, hit subscribe, go ahead and hit subscribe. And as always, I'm Rich, and until next time.